All right. Hi, everyone. Tonight we are going to jump into the command sacred strength. I am really excited about this. I love this strength. I truly do. It's kind of ironic that I'm saying that because it's actually my number 33 strength. There's only 34 strengths total. I only have one that falls below this one on my divine natural abilities, my strengths DNA. Um, but nonetheless, I love this strength, and I work with several people with high command, and they're fantastic people, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I need their command. I need this strength in them. So it is a very powerful strength. I know that by me not having it, I don't have to have it, and that's okay because I've got people in my life that have this, and they help me. And so that's what's so great about the strengths. That's the way this is supposed to work. So let's jump into command and let's figure out the nuts and bolts of this. As I said, for me, it's my number 33. For my wife, Kim, it's her number 23. So neither of us have high command. But I've got some great information to share with you here today about this wonderful strength. So let's start with the domain. Command is part of the influencing strength, and influencing people that are high influencing have the influencers. That's their high domain. They experience joy by moving others forward. Let me say that again. Influencers experience joy. They get joy by moving others forward. Okay. Now I want to talk to you real quickly about I'm going to break down for you now in just a couple of sentences the biggest difference between influencers and relationship builders. Okay, two separate domains. Both of them require other people. But here's the big difference. A relationship builder will not risk their relationships to move someone else forward. An influencer will not risk being able to move someone else forward by having relationships. Okay, so it's a priority setup. They both need different people, but I'm going to give you an example here. Say I've got a great friend and I see that they're on a bad path. I've got a great friend and they're doing something that is hurting themselves, and I know in the long run this is going to hurt them. And I want to help them. I really do. But I know if I butt in, I'm going to upset them. So if I'm a relationship builder, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to confront my friend because I don't want that stress on our relationship. That's what I hold sacred is the relationship. The relationship is more sacred than me being able to help them fix a problem or help them move past something. Okay. On the other hand, if I am an influencer, I'm going to tell them what I think. I don't care if it makes them mad. Okay. I don't care if they're going to be mad at me for the next several days or the next week or the next month or 6 months. It doesn't matter to me as long as I know in my heart they're going to move forward as a result of it. I don't care if it ticks them off. So that's really the big difference between these two domains. They both require other people. And so when we talk about command, this is definitely one of those situations where a command person is not going to be overly concerned about hurting other people's feelings, as long as they're helping those people move forward. They have to move others forward. So now, I notice I did not say that the command person has to move themselves forward or they have to get their own personal goals or objectives met through this process. It's not about that. They don't get joy from their own development as much as they do helping someone else get to, I bumped my camera there, helping someone else get to the point they want to get to. So whatever that may be, whether it's completing a class or getting a promotion, whatever goal it is, getting out of debt. There's all kinds of wonderful goals out there, and the influencer is going to feel joy when they help someone else, accomplish those goals. That's what the influencer does. All right, so let's talk about some of the specific characteristics of a person with command very high. One of the things is they're going to be very decisive. They're going to be very clear about the way to proceed. They're going to just be very intuitive about that. And the high command people, they don't like a lot of variables, and they don't want to consider a bunch of different options. They like to make up their mind, and they want to move forward. That's who they are. They want to make up their mind, they want to move forward, and they want to help others move forward in that process, because that's where the joy is. Think of a high command person as a person walking through a jungle in front of you, and they've got the machete and they're clearing the path. Okay, they're knocking down all the branches, they're getting all the high weeds, all the thorns, everything out there, and they are clearing the path for you. That is a command person. They're taking charge of something so that you can move forward. It's not about them, it's about you. So I think command gets a really bad rap a lot of times. Excuse me. Command gets a really bad rap because when we think of command, we think of somebody that's just bossy. Oh, they're just bossy. Well, in the command strength, it doesn't really work that way, because they are really foundational in helping others get where they want to go. They're not interested in being bossy for their own benefit. They're interested in helping you to achieve your goals. So that is why I love this strength so much, and why I love working with people with very high command. Again, not a strength that I have high at all, but the people that I do work with, I rely on this strength greatly, because I need them to clear that path for me. I need them to help me stay on the path. I need them to help me remember what the end objective is. They do all of this for me. That is what a command is. That it is a person with high command is one of the most supportive people you're going to have. They're going to make sure everybody else doesn't get in your way. They're going to make sure everyone else does their job so that you can do your job. This is such a great asset to have them on your team, and that is why I love them so very much. So that's the sacred side of command. Let's talk about sinister side. Can this strength go sinister? You betcha. It sure can. And it can go sinister in some pretty serious ways. The command strength, one of the ways it goes sinister is when they're trying to lead somebody, they're trying to help somebody, achieve those objectives, and the other person is wishy-washy. The person they're trying to help is not committed. That is a very big problem for a person with high command. They're committed. They are committed. And when they're trying to help you and you're not committed to yourself, that is going to really upset them. That is going to tick them off and really de-energize them. It is going to be so bad that they're going to probably pull back. They're probably going to pull way back after they've already maybe confronted you, maybe had an altercation with you, or made their conflict very well known they have with what you're doing, and then they're gonna back off completely because they're gonna feel betrayed. So that is something to keep in mind. If you're working with someone, if you do not have high command and you're working with someone who does have command way up there high, you want to honor that. And one of the best ways of honoring that is by being very clear about what you want. Being very clear, because that's what ultimately what an influencer wants. If they're living as an influencer, they want you to succeed in your goals, but they can't help you do that if you're not clear. So you have to be crystal clear about what you want, what your objective is, and they will clear the path for you to get there. If you are not clear, if you are fuzzy, they're going to get very frustrated. They don't have time for that. They don't have time for wishy-washiness. And they definitely do not tolerate people that they feel are dishonest. Dishonesty is a total rule breaker, and they will definitely shut down if they even pick up on the slightest hint of dishonesty that you are not as committed as you say you are. They will absolutely feel betrayed, and you will lose their trust. So you don't want that to happen. That I don't want to cover too much on the sinister, because I think, again, command gets kind of a bad rap anyway. I think people misjudge it, or they judge it very superficially, as you know, just being kind of bossy or something. And I hope I've dispelled that. Command is a very powerful strength. Again, yes, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I love the strength, even though it's one of my bottom ones. I love everybody I know that I work with that has high command, and I count on it. I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, inspiration starts here.